everyone, and welcome to Biology 107 Online. I'm Mr. Corliss, and I wanted to make this video to show you what you'll need to do in the course. So this is the home page. Announcements is where you'll find the weekly announcements. Like I just barely sent one out. I'll try to get those sent out every Monday morning. This is my information, my email, phone number. I'll have virtual office hour every Wednesday at 1. This allows you to email me. This will take you to a link to the Zoom meeting for the virtual office hours. So for the class, you're going to click on Start here, and here is the syllabus. So again, my phone number and email's on there. We don't need to go through most of this. So you can see most of the points come from the exams. The critical thinking I'll talk about later, and 320 points from assignments. You are all capable of being successful in this course if you're willing to put in the time and the effort. Online coursework requires much time and self-discipline. Biology 107 is a semester-based course, and the schedule gives dates that chapter activities and assignments are to be completed. It is important that you submit the work when assigned to prepare for tests given within a certain time frame. A traditional 3-credit hour course typically requires 9 hours of study and preparation per week. An online course requires probably more time, and that 9 hours is for an average student to earn an average grade, which is a C. You may not be an average student, and you may not want an average grade, so you may require more time. We expect you to be logging into Blackboard. If you need anything from the Office of Diverse Abilities and Accommodations, their information is there. Be respectful. There are 6 tests. Most of the assignments are the study guides, and I'll show you where those are, and then we'll talk about the critical thinking assignment later. The last part is the schedule. So August 17th is when the class starts, and so the materials for week 1 will be due August 23rd at midnight. I don't recommend doing them all on Sunday. I recommend doing a little bit each day. So that's the schedule, and you can see when the exams are, so you can set up a time to take them with your proctor. Alright, let's go back to the Blackboard site. So this schedule has basically what you're supposed to do each week. So it tells you what to do each week and the estimated time to complete them for every week, and it's about probably averages 9 hours a week. There's also the proctor form. Most people now are using the virtual proctoring. If you're using that, you don't need to give me a proctor form. Your proctor pretty much has to be a VU employee now. So if you need a proctor, go here to Distance Education Contacts. And this is good information. This is how to contact your advisor. For online tutoring and proctoring, you can go here and request tutoring. And then here's the proctoring. So to request an exam, you would fill out this form and submit it, and then they will email you and tell you who your proctor is going to be. So I wanted to go to the course content. So you can see there's a folder for every week, and this is the week 1 study guide. Looks like this. So you can download this and fill in the answers as you go through the book. There's also going to be a video that goes through this study guide, but the videos are still in production. When you're done with the study guide, you're going to use this link to submit it. So you can just save it as a Word document and then attach it here. And then I'll look at it and grade it, and those are worth 20 points each, which adds up to a lot of points over the course of the semester. Those will also become your study guide for the exams. The discussions, first one is to get to know your classmates, so please post on there. I really encourage study groups, so this is a place to meet people in the class and figure out study groups. The helpful websites. Zygote Body is a good anatomy website. If you want to find anything, you can find it there. Let's say you need to find the radius. You can just type it in and it will find the radius for you. This slider lets you go from, it won't let me do it since I searched for that, but it lets you go from skin to all the way down to you see different organs. Get rid of the radius. So now that goes up to the skin. You can do male or female. When you're learning the reproductive system, you may need to change it. A study stack is good. A good flashcard site. I'm going to type in anatomy. You see there's 25,000 flashcard sets containing anatomy. So one thing we'll be learning in Lab 1 is directional terms. So I can just use one of these flashcard sets for directional terms, or I could make my own flashcard sets, which you might want to do that. The book website also has a flashcard thing. These good A&P sites, there's a lot of them. I'm not going to go through all of them right now. Get Body Smart is another one I really like. You can learn about all the different systems. And then another site, so your book is called Understanding Anatomy and Physiology by Thompson and is published by F.A. Davis. And I'm going to show you the Davis Plus website really quick. Show you some of the resources that are on here to help you. So you'll click on your book, and for the student resources, you have these interactive exercises. So for chapter 1, it is some terms. So towards the midline would be medial. So I click that in there and get some feedback. Or if I put the wrong term, it will tell me the correct answer. So that can help you practice. There are also flashcards for each chapter. So what term is defined as the study of how the body functions? So you think in your head, oh, that's physiology, and it tells you the answer. So another helpful resource. Body language. So for chapter 1 there's several, so we might do the body cavities. So the dorsal cavity is towards the back, the diaphragm is here dividing the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. So you can do all of those to help you. There are animations for most chapters. There are, oops, back to the student resources. Okay, the podcast library. The chapter in brief just goes over the chapter, so that's a good way to review, and you can like download these and listen to them while you're exercising or whatever. The study group actually goes through
Thanks for coming over to study, guys.
a hypothetical study group, so you could listen to that if you wanted. Or you can form your own study group, and the questions here are what they go over in that study group. These would be great to go through in your own study group. And you can do a study group online meeting using Zoom or FaceTime or whatever you prefer. The tests will be here when we're ready for a test. And I believe that's, oh, one more thing, BrainFuse Tutoring. If you click on that, you have to allow the pop-ups. I think it's working. This is tutoring, so yours will look a little bit different. But this is free for VU students. You get at least 2 hours, and if you need more time than that, let me know and I can get you more. So you can go for live help, select science, select anatomy and physiology, and then you just connect with someone. They're on there from 3 to 11 Eastern, Monday through Friday. Alright, if you have any questions, please email me. Good luck this semester.